6, 5.
Okay, so I think we are live. So, first of all, I'm Relvoi, I'm from Luxembourg, and I will be showing off Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, the DLC King Knight, King of Cards. And with me as a co-commentator I got Tiny Tim.
Hello there, my name's TinyTim78. Thank you very much indeed, Relvoi, for having me on board for this. Looking forward to some King Knight action with the decadent dandy himself.
Yeah, so as far as I know, the incentive got met, which means that I get to play with the color change. So we're gonna pick, of course, King of Cards, and then I have to cheat. But actually, all color cheat codes are allowed, so you can use them in your run and it will still be recognized. So activate cheat code, yes, and cheat code is activated. So yeah, file name, just gonna go with BSG online, and we are set. So if I choose yes here, the run can start, and I think we are ready. So countdown, 3, 2, 1, go. So we're gonna skip cutscenes immediately, and we are in the plains. And you already see, after every dash and every jump, the color of King Knight will change, which can be frustrating for me, especially in the later stage when we have to fight bosses and everything. Also, there is one skin where you are only only outlines, and when the background is also black, I can't see my character at all. Oh, there you saw it for a few seconds. Yeah, depending on my luck, I can actually get messed up just by that. But let's get into the details of King Knight himself. So you wanna explain the basic movement?
Yes, of course. Well, as you can see, King Knight is slightly different from traditional Shovel Knight movement. He's got his main dash, and then when he hits a wall, he can then spin, he can twirl. And that's his main form of movement. And as you can see, it's very rapid, and it allows you to move through the levels very, very quickly.
Yeah, to quickly explain as well how the chaining works. So I can roll and then I cannot enter the spinning state. But when I dash into an obstacle, an enemy, or anything, I will go into the spinning state. But I cannot dash afterwards. And if I hit an enemy again, I can dash again. But then the chain is over. So the chain will not be over. I can always one hit on an enemy and then I can dash again. So yeah, that's how the chaining works.
You'll see lots of instances of that, obviously, throughout the run. That's the main sort of speed sort of movement. Just a little bit of background for those who're not familiar with this. As I say, this is the King of Cards DLC for Shovel Knight. It came out late last year and is the 4th campaign for this game. It's considerably different from the other Shovel Knight campaigns.
So going to my mom's, who wants to actually give me some pie, but we don't have money yet. But as a safety, we will go for some HP afterwards. The pie makes you get 1 heart more.
Now, as you'll probably recognise, a lot of these stages, not all of them, but a lot of them are based on stages from the original. One of the things to mention about the way the sort of progression works in this game is that there is actually a larger number of stages, except they are slightly smaller. So there are quite a few more stages in the King Knight than there would be in the original Shovel Knight.
And also I'm going out of my way a bit to get these medals. They will allow me to, oops, okay. They will allow me to get an upgrade a bit later, like in 2 or 3 stages. And
yeah, there's only 2 upgrades that we're going to be picking up, and both of which are very, very important to the. But as you can see, the movement here is brilliant. It's really, really fluid, really, really rapid, quite precise. It's a very, very good.
Okay, so the first boss, which is Spectre Knight, and he's pretty random, and I'm just gonna stay in his face and dash into him and everything, and hope that he doesn't jump around like a clown. And he's dead already.
Yeah, good RNG there.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And yeah, he will give us a starter deck for Joustus, but Joustus is a card game in the game, but it's completely optional, so we don't have to do anything with it, which is pretty cool for me, because I personally don't like the card game as much, but I guess those who like these card game riddle games would enjoy it very much. And here is also a stage just about Joustus, so we can just go out, because yeah, we don't have to do that to get further. So here, first instance of going into the title screen and going back into the file. That's why the file is also on slot 1, so we can just spam. And we do that because we get to the airship, but we have to jump off the airship, or we just go into the title screen and we are off the airship. So here we are in the first quite more keep stage, and we're gonna be getting the secret exit. Also here we have paths, and these different paths can be found by finding the secret exits in some stages. And yeah, so after this one we will come to the turncoat tower, and you see I get 6 medals in the top left, and I will need them here to get the turncoat. And the turncoat is very, very good.
Yep, it's one of the 2 items we mentioned earlier on. It's the 2 upgrades that you get, and it is very well. It's critical to the run.
Yeah, so yeah, I can just roll. I can put up the turncoat, and it makes me invincible. And I can roll with it. I didn't get the fast cycle, but whatever. And yeah, if I get hit during the turn, like during the duration of where I put my turncoat up, it will get charged up. And if it's full charged, like most damage dealt to the turncoat, I will do these 3 big projectiles, which do a lot of damage. So actually the turncoat makes you invincible, you can roll during it, and you can also do damage. So it is a very all-rounder upgrade, and makes it very easy actually.
It'll be used quite a lot later on for damage dealing for bosses.
So where are we heading?
Yep, just to fill in a wee bit here about the storyline, we're heading towards the second boss, technically, here, which is going to be King Proudmoore. And the storyline here is that King Knight is trying to defeat the 3 Joustus judges, who are the sort of the important people regarding Joustus, the card game. Obviously, we won't actually need to play the card game, but we do need to beat up these judges.
So you also maybe saw me destroying a checkpoint there, and also the next one, which will be right here. And that's because they give us a lot of money, and the next item we are not getting with medals, but with gold. And this checkpoints and the gold we get from defeating Pride which is here. Also pretty RNG heavy boss actually. Yeah, we will be getting an upgrade, which is the battery brigade. And yeah, quite more. And that, nice, good fight.
Very nice.
Okay, so now we see 6,200 something gold, and we need 6,500. But I did nothing wrong, because we will go into the airship now, and also here in the cutscene that we skip, King Pridemore will tell us his knowledge about the things we have to defeat now afterwards, and this is a reoccurring thing, so all the judges, if we defeat them, they will help us. So here we talk with this, they just give us gold. Then we go here, we buy the battery brigade, brigandine, and we go back to the title screen. And now comes the interesting part, actually. So now we have a very good combination of turncoat and the armor. And actually the armor is grey, but you will not see it, of course, because the color is changing. And yeah, I can charge up a dash now. And you will see that just now, when I go that into one direction. And here you see what I can do. So this jump I just did is actually a combination of the two. So I dashed up because the battery brigandine actually makes you dash in all 4 directions. And yeah, you can also dash upwards, which is actually pretty good. And also, like here, I can just dash up and I am into the finish. And yeah, that makes a lot of difference now. And also this one jump I wanted you to see, which goes up with the combination of the turncoat, makes you go even more, gets you more height, and yeah, it's pretty good, and you will see it much more often.
Yeah, it's that combination that really makes the speedrun route here. The turncoat and the battery brigandine, because it really does allow you to combo it together really well. Just making your way through here. As you can see, as we mentioned, we've got these stages that are based on the various stages from the original campaign. We've got a bit of Big Bertha action there.
And we don't like Big Bertha, right? I don't like. I will just go the very safe way, because yeah, of course. Okay. Good.
If you haven't played this game, you may not realise that the movement here and the sort of just the platforming is quite tricky. It's not the easiest game to play.
Yeah, and also I forgot to mention the last 2 stages we also did get twice the secret exit. So yeah. Okay, so here we do have these corks and tubes, and when I bash into a tube, the cork will pop out and give us platforms to progress. And yeah, that's like every stage has its like gimmick mechanic, which makes every stage be really unique.
I mean, these are based on the various levels. This is your Exploratorium, but again, they have their own unique twist on them, and that's one of the things that's really good.
I just forgot how the thing works. Wow. Okay. I think if host has anything to say, here is a good moment.
Okay. We would like to thank ESA for supporting the event and allowing us to stream on their channel. For information about their upcoming events and any changes due to the COVID-19 outbreak, be sure to check out esamarathon.com. We'd also like to give a quick shout out to UKSG They're also going to be doing a online event sometime soon in July, I think. So be sure to check them out as well and submit your runs to them and help them out create an awesome event as well.
Okay, nice. That was perfect. So now we're at the end of this stage. That was a minor hiccup, but whatever. And also you may have realized that dying in this game is actually pretty punished by time loss. But yeah, in a marathon that's always easy to just fill in with a donation or anything else. So. And here we were at Mom's. We gave her some money and she will cook us a pie, which makes us have 1 heart more. Oh god, rats. Exploding rats.
Yeah, rats are always bad.
Oops. Okay. Also, they're a good use of the... oh god. Of the... yeah, the big jump. I'm just gonna do the safe way because... very safe way. Getting a checkpoint and the health upgrade just to make sure that this last bit will not be bad. Here another secret exit. You may know from other games like Super Mario Bros. Or something. They can just go over the level, and there are also instances where you can do this here. God, I didn't see myself for 1 second and I panicked. So yeah, you see background is black, and yeah, if I'm only black outlines, of course I'm invincible. I'm invisible, and yeah, that makes it a bit harder. So that's what you donated for. Wow.
It does significantly increase the difficulty in these darker levels, yes.
Yes. Okay, so Triple King and his stage.
Yeah, we've got a boss coming up here now, but very interesting way of dealing with this one. Well, relatively quick way of dealing with this one.
Yeah, but actually the way to get to him is pretty long because it's an auto scroll and everything. So
yeah, this game has got quite a few auto scrollers. Not exactly sure how many, but there's quite a few auto scroller or auto scroller like sequences.
yes. And a boat that we have to maneuver by dashing into it. Also interesting way of having a boat.
Yes, a very unique method of propulsion there.
And autoscroller. There's also a way to actually dance with King Knight. But what I wanted to ask is, what color do you think is the coolest one? I don't know how you will call a few color schemes, but I like the cyan one the most. The light blue cyan-y color. Ah, there, this one. Okay, back to the game. Oh, this one, inverted colors, wow. Amazing. Okay, and that's how we get to Triple King. Oops, okay. Menuing, good. And now this is Triple King, so don't blink. If I get the fast kill, of course. Okay, that was... okay, good. That was a one hit, was not that good, but... okay, I try to explain while we are waiting for this to end. So, you see, I got the turncoat out, and the fishes from underneath came flying from. Yeah, they came to attack me, and they are always 3, and we need 3 damage to actually get the full turncoat projectiles. And because Trouble King is that big and covers that much of the screen, we hit him not only once but twice with the big projectile, so he will get like 2.5 damage per usage of the turncoat there, and that's why he is that fast at being defeated. Okay, now the how do you call them? The pillars, pistons, and yeah, that's a cool gimmick as well. This stage is pretty cool.
Yeah, the music in this particular stage. I mean, the music in this game is amazing anyway. But there's a combination of music from the original and also some remixed tracks, including this one, which is particularly.
Also, good usage of the upwards dash again. Makes some parts really easy to skip. And also on the next one we will see a lot of upwards dashes, just completely we don't have to do a lot of the stage actually. Okay, so in this one we have these platforms that we trigger, or enemies even trigger, and it will emit like this electric bolts, and yeah, that's all. So here, skipping this whole thing again, green, and yeah, also some conveyor belts. And yeah, I think you see how good the combination here is with the turncoat, with everything being invincible, doing a lot of damage, and movement-wise also pretty good. Also, this going into title screen is actually, if I do one misclick, I will quit the game. So just know that when you have a black screen, I just pushed the wrong button there. Okay, Cyclone is pretty fun. We have these cyclones, and they always have a counterpart. And if we are, but we have to be in the state of spinning. If we go into them, we will be teleported to the other cyclone, so the counterpart. Also, this screen, another another auto-scroller, but not that long, and it is even possible, I have to say it even though I can't pull it off. This screen is actually completely loaded, and you could do this blind, but I just can't do it. I have to learn that. And yeah, everything is loaded except ladders, but we don't need any ladders when we can just do this. Yeah. So yeah, I need to get to actually get this done consistently. I tried it a lot of times, but I didn't get it. So yeah.
Okay, making way to the flying machine now with these rather large Jawas there. there's a good mix of original enemies in this, and obviously enemies from the. So there's new enemies and variants, and they really do a really good job of keeping the sort of theme and keeping the feel of the game, but tailoring it and tweaking it slightly so it fits King Knight and his sort of character and his story.
Yeah, also, here we have some wind, but it actually is good that we have again the armor. Oh no, I did. I did. Oh good. But the dash from the armor will not get affected by any wind, so we can full dash here, for example, and then get to the next platform, even though the wind is against us. Okay, so here we have another Spectre Knight fight. The comeback, the second fight. And yeah, I have to focus here, and maybe Tiny Tim can explain what I tried to do here.
Okay, so this is a very interesting approach to this fight here. We're trying to aim to get the boss down to 4 health, specifically 4 health, which you can see just about now. And then we're going to try something. Fingers crossed.
Yes, good. First try.
Okay, perfect. There we go. Got the quick kill on that boss there. Again, combination of the turncoat and the battery brigandine armor. And basically, he was about to move into a phase where he regenerated all his health. But because Relvoi was able to use the combination and get him in the right place, he was dead before that happened.
Yeah. And the second phase is really not good, not really cool to handle with, but yeah, we do have enough time if we get him to 4 HP and then do a full turncoat again. Oh good. Yeah, because it does that much damage. We can, while he is rising to the top, to regenerate his health and go into second phase, we can just yeah, do enough damage to kill him. Okay, so last stage, last Justice judge coming up, and it's actually another fast kill. So actually these 2 fights here are, for me at least, the more yeah, they decide if I PB or not. So if I don't get these fast kills, PB is actually dead. And yeah, oops, sorry. You take this slow. Oh god, okay. And yeah, because they are like the gatekeepers of yeah, getting a PB actually, so try to get this fast kill as well. Also, it should be consistent, but still, it's kinda hard. It still depends on a few things. So here I'm just gonna go get some. Oh wow! Just to make sure. So here we have King Berda, and I'm gonna hit him once here, and just do this to get the full armor, and then he will go up there. And I am between Roof and him, and I hit him a lot of times. Okay, that was perfect. And now just finish him off. And I think that was one of the best fights I had.
That was excellent.
Wow.
That was really, really good. Again, what you were doing there was trying to keep him boxed in with the Roof and multiple hits, and that was perfect. That was a really good.
Nice. That was really good. And yeah, now Berda was actually only a decoy. He was like some sort of judge, but this whole story is just a big decoy. And Berda will tell us about yeah, what the plan is from the Enchantress. So the Enchantress, of course, wants to get all the might she can get, and that's why she made all this. And now we go to the Tower of Fate, and we still have to do some stages here. And they again, yeah, they are like a combination of some things from other stages, but also still new enemies, and also some completely new gimmicks. which we will see.
Again, you've got the darkness, the sort of shadow approach here, which is very, very much a part of the Tower of Fate, and some more kind of auto-scrolly sort of sections here as well.
Yeah, these cycles can not be skipped really. Like in this next stream, there is a way to get one cycle to be skipped, but it's so precise and nobody really does it. So I'm not even gonna attempt, you know? Also these bats, if I charge into them, they will explode after a bit of delay. Okay, good.
Nice.
Also, in these dark sections, when I'm only outlines, I really only see the outlines, and it's pretty bad. Okay, so here at well, we have these kind of samurai ninja looking things, I guess. Oh wow, oh yeah, okay. And yeah, they are archers, more like fighters, and yeah, they tend to also jump around like clowns. Wow, okay, that was interesting. I just bumped into it. Wow. That's not how it should work.
Oh, a little unfortunate there, but carry on through that section again.
Well, I think this is the perfect time to read a donation, isn't it?
Yes.
We got a €10 donation from Squid saying, "First time donating here, love what you guys are doing. Thank you very much for the donation."
Now I got it, nice. Perfect. Here, get some safety saves. Oh god. Oh god, saved. Oh my god.
Oh, good, good, good.
Oh my god. I was prepared for that because that happens actually a lot. So you see how like sort of experience of actually failing gets you to save things in the later parts of your journey of speedrunning the game.
But we've got vice physics here.
Yes, skating. If I jump, I go into spinning state immediately. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so here a new mechanic where I go one side in and I will come out on the other side. Also, I can just yeah, if you guys haven't seen that the spikes actually do one-hit me, I can just use the turncoat if I have the reflexes of doing so to not die. So yeah, invincibility, pretty OP.
Particularly tricky section coming up here now. We're using the screen warping, and this is a really, really fun little section. Well, to watch. I wouldn't say it is to do it.
Yeah. So here, like, I will get the safety state because safety save because, like, this section is not really that hard. But I don't know. I'm good at choking, so just watch me die here. Sorry. And yeah, just also this you might think, oh, the other oh wow, I couldn't see myself. Holy. Okay, good. You might say, oh, this section is also auto-scroller and goes upwards, can't you skip that? No, you can't, because, like I said, ladders are not loaded, and under me you see a ladder that you need to use. And yeah, it will only load when it's on screen. everything else is loaded. So yeah, this everybody has to do this the same way.
And I particularly like this section here. This is a really quite lots of precision jumping on the lanterns here, lots of spinning. You're having to go back across the screen. There's enemies in the way. It's a really good, skillful section here. I really enjoy watching this bit.
And I'm in. There are some things I can do off screen, but that's not that hard. So okay, let's go to the Tower of Fate. And yeah, let's see. I think this atmosphere is known to also all the other campaigns, where you have this music, the room where blocks are flying at you. And yeah, wow, I get hit a lot, but whatever. I'm just going for the HP regen, and then we are good. Okay.
Yeah,
Also,
this
here comes the part where it gets hard when I can't see myself. So I also, during the boss, I might get a bit into trouble while not seeing myself. So here we have the Enchantress, and she's gonna, of course, she's trying with her magic to kill us. And she will be here under the stage, but you know, we have this very good turncoat, which helps us with the 3 layers of doing damage, helps us to even attack her under the stage. So again,
that was excellent. Yeah, very
again,
good.
you see how good turncoat is. And now, what comes now?
This is moving into the final boss form here, which is the Triumvirate. And yeah, this is quite an impressive boss, actually. And again, quite a tricky approach, but you'll see how this works. And again, it's the turncoat as the MVP on here.
No, here is the armor, where you charge into the weak spot, which is his ears. Okay, focus time. Ah, I dropped. Okay, what's that? Okay, okay. We good. I'm gonna wait to make it a bit easier here. So 1 hit and first phase, and now the second phase, and maybe get ready on time. You will have some. You will see how I will manipulate this. And brain freeze, and now he will not move. And time is now. Time. Wow.
GG.
Okay, wow, that was pretty good. So I'm just gonna explain what I did there. So you saw the hands, but I got on top of his head without touching the hands, so we don't trigger any hands. And actually you can only do 1 to 2 damage on top of him with the spinning state. And then he will move when you also touch his hands. But here we didn't touch his hands, so he will not move. And we can just, yeah, make him die really fast. And is there any chance you can tell me my time? I can't see it.
Oh, so you want one of us to tell you? 36:57.
Wow, okay, that was actually pretty good. That was only like 30 seconds of PB, so I'm pretty happy with that. And we died.
That was
We
excellent.
had a mistake going on earlier with starting the timer. Somehow
Oh.
it started at 7 minutes.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it might not be accurate.
Okay, okay. I just will go into the skip some things here, and now you see a bit of the connection to the story. So here you will see King of Cards actually being the King of Cards now and being on his. Oh wow, we got the skin where he's only only outlines. That's amazing. So he's actually sitting on his throne right now, if you can't see it. So here, the end. What happens now? Oh, wow, I skipped it. Wow, I'm dumb. So actually, what I skipped now, what I didn't want to skip, is Shovel Knight coming in. So you see the connection between the story, where after King Knight joins the King of No Quarters, Shovel Knight will come to kick him up to defeat him in his own campaign. And if I only have like 1 minute, I will close this off and make you watch this other cheat code. And yeah, so here we have screen distortion cheat code. And I wanted to thank everybody for watching this, and also of course Tiny Tim and everybody who's working on this project right now. Oh wow, I died. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And last words go to Tim.
Thank you very much indeed, Relvoi. I really enjoyed that run, and thank you for letting me come along and do some commentary. And I hope everybody enjoyed it. It was a pleasure. So keep watching, folks. Thanks very much again.
Bye.